At lunch on the first day of the first test match between West Indies and Bangladesh, Bangladesh won the toss, asked West Indies to bat first, and the West Indies were 50 for 2, with Kraigg Brathwaite, the captain, gone for 4, and Keacy Carty making a ducks. Mikyle is not out on 36, and Kavem Hodge is on 10. Play is about to resume after lunch, and welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you watching the match along with me. And for those of you who are unable to watch the match live but tune in for the live commentary, I thank you for being here. I really appreciate bringing the commentary to you. Last night, India played Australia in the first test match, day 1. And at lunch, India were 51 for 4. West Indies are 50 for 2. I don't have any issue with the West Indies scoring 50 runs in the post-lunch session. However, I am disappointed that we lost 2 wickets. 1 would have not been so bad, but 2, I think Bangladesh have the edge. It's the first morning of a test match, and we expect the going for batsmen to be slow. In the mid-afternoon leading up to the close of day's play, we expect that run scoring will become easier. So I do not have any issue with the number of runs scored. Brathwaite 4 coming off 30 plus deliveries. However, last night, early this morning, we see Labachane making only 2 runs from 52 deliveries. It's not the number of deliveries that you face, but the number of runs that you made. As Lewis steered the first ball after lunch down to third man, and they will go back for 2. West Indies 52 for 2 after the first delivery of the post-lunch session. I have put a poll in the live chat asking if Brathwaite should continue as captain, because I know that's one of the leading agenda item that persons will be looking forward to discuss earlier during this live session. I have made my opinion clear from the England tour. However, I continue to support the captain because he is the West Indies captain, and I wish him to do well. I hope that he makes 100 in the second innings. Over the wicket comes Mahmud, bowls to kept Louis, and Louis beaten outside the yard stump. Probably never push at it. He held the bat. He never followed the delivery. Generally, there are times when he followed the delivery. On this occasion, he did not follow the delivery. So, well played, Mikyle, as that ball touched down, held its line, probably just seemed away, yes, ever so slightly. Well played, though, Mikyle. West Indies 52 for 2 in over number 23.2. It's the first over after the lunch break. Only 23 overs were bowled in the pre-lunch session. As Mahmud over the wicket bowls to Lewis solid in defense, played it to the man at mid-off, and there is no run. So it continues to be 3 slips, but there are 2, then a gap, then another slip. I want to look at it again and see if it's more of a 4th slip or it's a gully. But I'm not seeing it right now. I'm seeing the bowler. So Hodge is on 10. Mikyle is on 38. Interestingly, Alick Athanaze did not come at 4 as Hodge was promoted to bat at number 4. Very interesting decision there by the West Indies. Mikyle Kohli. What's Kohli first name? Andre Kohli making the call to put Hodge at 4. Mahmud comes in, 2 slip on a gully, bowls to Louis, solid in defense, played it back down the pitch. The bowler guided it with his right foot to the man at mid-on, and there is no run. The score remains at 52 for 2 in the first over after the lunch break. So West Indies coming out after the lunch break. So Paul Goodman is first at the crease. He's the opening batsman in this session. And he have made his opinion clear on what he thinks should happen to the West Indies captain. So very interesting position. As Keacy Carty there looking disappointed. Mahmud bowls to Louis, and that one came back off the inside edge of the bat, stuck on his body, and then dropped down in front of him. The fielder comes in and field, and there is no run. If you are watching the match this morning, the India-Australia match, and I hope you see the images of it, I still cannot understand why the umpire did not give Labachane out, because Siraj did appeal. He did appeal, and the umpire didn't respond. So I do not know. But I think that he should have given him out. If anything, if Bumrah wants to withdraw the appeal, then fine. But the umpire he made a decision by not giving him out. It was a wrong decision. Mikyle Lewis, Seckers. Mahmud bowls to Louis, and Louis plays this into the offside, and there is no run. So the score remains at 52 for 2. What's happening there? What's happening? I do not know. The camera goes off and on. End of over number 24. The first one after the lunch break. Mikyle Louis have moved up to 38 from 36. Kavem Hodge have yet to face a delivery. He will take strike now. West Indies 52 for 2 after 24 overs. So Paul Goodman is saying, time has come to say goodbye to Brathwaite altogether. Not only as captain, but as a player. We thank him and we look beyond. We need to rebuild, and we cannot use a struggling plodder. All right, that's Paul Goodman position. I don't know if I would drop him as a player. So it's Taijul comes in, bowls to Kavem Hodge, and he's beaten. The ball also beat the keeper, and they come through. Let's watch it. By signal, the score moves up to 53 for 2. So the left-arm orthodox spinner bowling round the wicket. Hodge was on his back foot. That one held it line. It never turned. But what Hodge did wrong there was to poke at the ball. Just like I said that Louis kept a straight bat, Hodge now followed the ball. He followed it. And that's what could have caused his dismissal. He comes in now, bowls to Mikyle Louis, and the ball grips and turns. The keeper whips off the bails, but the batsman is firmly anchored. That one pitched, and it turns across him. And as I saw that ball goes, I wonder why Warwick are not in this team. So let's watch. Taijul round the wicket, bowls to Louis, who allows it to turn across him and goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. Have to be aware of the arm ball. Nothing wrong with leaving those balls to go through, but I hope you know what the action is for the arm ball. I hope you'd have studied it. Taijul bowls to Louis, who is high in the air. It gone a long way. The key fielder running back, it bumps away and plug. They come back for 2. So he wasn't quite to the pitch of that one. It went high in the air, down towards long off, but there was no field on the boundary. It's test cricket, so they have the fielder up. It got the bottom portion of the bat. It never came out of the screw, and it plugged. They got 2, 55 for 2, 40 for Louis. Round the wicket, bowls to Louis, drives, beat the man at short cover, down to the man at mid-off. What happened there? The return comes in, and he fell. He came through for a sing, and he fell, and he stretched out and make his ground, but they still shied at the stump. So the Bangladeshi are playing it rootless. He fell, and the return still came in. He would have been out, he would have been out. Wow, they are rootless. The Bangladeshi are rootless as Hodge plays that one out into the offside, and there is no run. So he played the ball down to the fielder. You would say that he was about the edge of the 30-yard circle. They go through for a singer. He was taking it easy. But then when he tried to speed up, he fell. As he fell, the bat came down on the back. So because it came down off the back, although it was over the line, nothing was touching over the line. Now, when he turned around the bat, as he turned around the bat, his hand came off the under, and the return came in at that time. So he would have been out, run out. It's interesting. But they are ruthless. The batsman fell. I would not be throwing at the stump, but nonetheless, This is in elite international sports, and you need to be ruthless about it. 56 for 2. So I'll go through Paul Goodman. I'll give my view. So there's 2 slips. There are 2 slips of gully, backward point cover, mid off, mid on, a man at forward of square leg and a long leg. Mahmud bowls to Louis, who played this away pleasantly past the mid off, running out towards the long off boundary. They're gone for 1. They should come back for 2, and they are back for 2. Louis moves up now to 43. So he's on 43. West Indies 58 for 2. Kavem Hodge remains on 10. Kavem Hodge have only faced one delivery after lunch. So that ball was touched down, seen back into Louis, and with a stiff risk, he guided the ball away to the right of the mid-off fielder down towards long on. He comes in now. It's now a 6-3 field. Over the wicket, bowls to Louis, and that one peel off the outer portion of the bat to backward point. There is no run. The score remains at 58 for 2 after 25.2. So my position is I will keep Brathwaite as a player. However, I think then that there should be another captain. That being said, however, we are in the middle of a test match, so I have to support the appointed captain. That doesn't take away from the point that he is not my choice. What does that mean here? You're still, I hope you're still hearing me. I don't know why this is like that. I'm checking out something. Mahmud bowls to Louis, and he defends, and there is no run. Just a minute there. I don't know why the camera. So that looks to be better now. All right, thank you. I hope it is much better. Yes, so I was making the point about Brathwaite. As Mahmud comes in, I lost my thought, Brathwaite over the wicket, bowls to Louis, who played this out to cover, and there is no run. After 25.4 overs, West Indies are 58 for 2. 58 for 2. So I wish the West Indies captain all the best in his second innings, and hope that he makes 100. I hope that he makes good bowling change and good decision on the field. So I have to continue to back him. I was one of the biggest Kraigg fan as captain, said Sammy St. Ellen. I think his time is up. Leaves alone by Louis through to the keeper, and there is no run. We can try either the Silva or Alzarri Joseph. Sammy St. Ellen said, I am not surprised. I am not surprised, Sammy St. Ellen, and I am not surprised that you see Joseph as a future captain. I know you are a fan of Alzarri Joseph, so it's interesting. I know you would have. Well, I'm not going to say I know you would have had Joseph in there, but I'm not surprised that Joseph is there. That would be a controversial selection, wouldn't it be? Wow. And then over the wicket, bowls to Mikyle. He looks to turn that into the onside, taken on the tie pad, drop down in front of him on the onside. There is no run. The score remains at 58 for 2 after lunch. 3 overs after lunch. Steve Rasusa, Mr. Brown, good morning. I am not interested in this match. I am looking forward to tomorrow, to the Jamaica win. All right, cool, but the West Indies is playing, so yes. Again, everyone has their choice, right? Steve Rasu don't. Yes, man. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Right now, I don't know which match I should bring tomorrow, whether I should bring the West Indies match or I should bring the Jamaica match. It depends on, I don't know. It would be good to have a sponsor to sponsor one of them, and then I'm more sure which one I'm bringing. It would be very nice to have a sponsor to sponsor one. So Taijul bowls to Hodge, yard ducked out to the man at extra cover, and there is no run. I'm going to give you the field that Taijul is bowling to. There's a man under the bat that's forward short left. What you call it? Seal it off. Round the wicket, bowls to Hodge. Hodge is forward, plays it down the onside of the pitch. So there's a slip and a seal it off. Never like to see a seal it off in cricket. I just think that you cannot be on the drive like that. So let's watch. Taijul bowls to Hodge and Hodge drives to the man at short extra cover, and there is no run. So I can tell you the 5 fielder on the offside that I'm seeing. The slip, the seal mid off, the backward point, the short extra cover, and the mid off. Those are the 5 on the offside as Taijul bowls to Hodge. He's off the back foot and he cuts it away down towards the cover boundary. So there's also a sweeper on the cover boundary. So I can tell you that there are 6 on the offside to Hodge, but he gets a single. He moves up to 11. So the field remained the same for the Mikyle. No, sorry about that. So the seal mid off of move now to forward short leg, safer position. Taijul bowls to Mikyle and is forward. It comes off the inner portion of the bat. It running down toward fine leg. They feel that backward square leg give chase, sends the return in. They come back for 2. The score moves up to 61 for 2 after 26.5 overs. So there's a slip, a backward point, a short extra cover, a mid-off, and a sweeper on the offside boundary. So those are the fielder on the offside boundary. On the onside, you have a forward short leg and a backward square leg as Taijul turns that one across the batsman, pitch outside the off stump, through to the keeper. No run. 61 for 2 after 27 overs. The message that Brathwaite is sending to batsmen to follow is that it is impossible to bat out there. Well, Theodore Augustine have expressed himself, and we welcome you expressing yourself. And he's basically saying that Brathwaite is giving a negative impression to the other batsmen who are going to come after. So let's see what will happen. Wish him all the best. As I said, I hope he makes a lot of runs in the second innings. So Hodge to face up now to Mahmud. Over the wicket, bowls to Hodge, who defends the ball, though goes behind him, although he was playing a defensive stroke. So maybe the right wrist was a little too slack there just now. I think our past captains have been too laid back. We need a more aggressive approach in the game. This is why I have Alzarri as my captain. Okay, interesting, Sammy St. Ellen. I've always maintained that once there's a captain in place, I won't do a poll on who should be the next captain. Mahmud over the wicket down the leg side, well taken by the keeper. As Hodge just came inside the line, allows it to pass through. Good high take by the keeper. Good foot movement. Is this Latif is the keeper? Yes, that is Litton. That's okay. Good take. Good movement of the feet and then just stretching and move high to his left. Goodwin Brown, how are you doing, man? Very interesting proposition there, Goodwin Brown. As I watch this delivery from Mahmud, I'll read your comment very, very shortly. So it's day 1, session 2, West Indies, 61 for 2. Mahmud bowls to Hodge, who's forward, played it to backward point, and there is no run. So there's a 6-3 field for Hodge. And the reason why I keep giving the field is because there are persons who are just listening and not watching. So there's 2 slips, there's a gully, a backward point, a backward point cover and a mid-off. 6 on the offside, 3 on the onside. The 3 on the onside is a mid-on, a mid-wicket, and a man on the fine leg boundary. So those are the 3 on the onside. So 2 slip, gully, backward point cover, mid-off. Mahmud is it. None for 20 from 10.3 overs. He's over the wicket now. Bowls to Hodge. Hodge clip this off the tie pad. It's going down to fine leg. Let's wait on the signal. A run taken 62 for 2. Let's watch the signal here from the umpire. I'm not seeing the umpire. It's a leg by. Didn't see the umpire, but Louis was on 11 and his score did not went up. So I assume then that it was a leg by. It came off the tie pad. So 45 to Mikyle Louis. Hodge is on 11. Hodge is on 11, not Louis. Louis is on 45. He's on strike now. 62 for 2, West Indies. We're asked to take first strike by Bangladesh, who won the toss. Here is Mahmud. Over the wicket, bowls to Louis, and Louis defends to that man at cover, and there is no run. Bring back Canberra, said Goodwin Brown, and make him captain. Look at what he has done with Jamaica team. Right? So they are pushing out a man on the deep mid-wicket boundary. So you could say, yeah, he's forward of square leg. You could call it mid-wicket. So he's about 15 meters off the mid-wicket boundary. So there's a fine leg on the boundary and another fielder about 15 meters off the mid-wicket boundary. And then there's a mid-on and those 6 fielders on the offside. 2 slipper gully, backward point cover, mid-off. Bowls to Mikyle will clip this down to fine leg straight to the fielder. They go through for 1. He should move up to 46. The score 63 for 2. Kavem Hodge is on 11. Louis will keep the strike after 28 overs. West Indies 63 for 2. So bring back Canberra and make him captain. Look at what he has done with the Jamaica team. All right, I take your point. I have no opinion on that as yet. I would want to see Canberra make some more runs before he gets back into the team. But to be fair, he has been doing well with Jamaica. Very well too. We are now in the finals. But I do not have an opinion on that. I have not formed an opinion on it. The only opinion that I formed, although I think he has done well, if I was the selector or the head coach, I would not pick him at this time. I'd want a little more from him. That's the only opinion that I have right now. Jewel bowls to Louis, who played this out into the offside, and there is no run. My thoughts exactly, Kraigg, of service time. Time to hang up the bat, said Roddy Latu from Trinidad. So there's it's very interesting that it can't be. There must be someone backing Kraigg, because even Ken Rice-Smith now is saying that the skipper needs to go. So there must be someone thinking that Kraigg should be there. I'm going to take a look at the poll as Louis played that one to extra cover and there is no run. And because there's a live poll going on and he must have some support. Yes, he has some support. Round the wicket comes bowls to Louis, and Louis defends out into the offside. Should Kraigg Brathwaite remain as captain of the West Indies test team? 27% said yes. So he has more than quarter of the persons in this community support. But I guess the 53% said that he should not remain, and another 20% said they are not sure. So 53% said that he should not remain. Round the wicket, bowls to Louis, who allows it to go through outside the half stump. So from that 27% that is saying that he should remain as a captain, I would love to get your opinion on the subject. Definitely, I would love, because I love when persons express different opinions. And I'm very happy to see that it was not a 100% persons believing that he should go. Very happy. End of over number 29. So there's persons who don't think that he should go. So I'm looking forward to your opinion. Definitely, I'm looking forward to those opinions. Very. Sammy St. Ellen is saying, well, if Canberra will be more prolific at scoring, I don't see why he can't be replaced as captain. We can't keep logging at the bottom of the test world. We need the best help to start making stride. Yes, that is true. Chris School, I say that he missed Chris Gale. This batting is too slow. Yeah, the revolving door. Over the wicket, bowls to Hodge, who defends down the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. Steve Russell said, Mr. Brown, I'm sending my humble support to broadcast your commentary for Jamaica Scorpion tomorrow. The test match has more time. Yes, good point. That's a very good point to make. That's a very good point to make. The test match will be still there on Sunday. Another interesting show lineup again this Sunday at 11:05 Jamaica time. And lots of things to discuss. Definitely the Kraigg Brathwaite captaincy will be discussed then. As Mahmud bowls to Hodge, who defends down the onside of the pitch. The bowler stepped across and picked up in his follow through. There is no run. 63 for 2. Kraigg has been playing like he has no clue how to score a single in open areas. We like him, but he has to score. That is so true. We have no issues with Kraigg Brathwaite, and we know that he's in the horse racing industry, and we wish him well there. It's a very difficult industry if your horses are not winning, you know. It can really put you in a position that you don't want to be. Over the wicket comes Mahmud, bowls to Hodge, who clip this through mid-wicket. They're gone for one. Work for the fielder coming off the backward square-leg boundary, and he whips the return in at the bowler's end. And Mikyle again, who was just ambering, have to put on a little speed and put the bat in his crease. He needs to run harder. He's not playing super 50 where the fielders just give up and just, all right, that's 2. You know, these guys are going to come and they're going to, you see it there? You see it? These guys are going to keep you honest. So that is not good from Louis. Not good. Mahmud over the wicket, bowls to Hodge, and he leaves that alone on length as it bunks over the stump. Well left, Hodge. Brilliant leave. He's on 13 from 34 deliveries. As that one was back off a length, and he allows it to go through over the stump. What a good leave that was. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. Love it. Chris School, I said, the opening partnership is too slow. I'd have given my view on that already. Hi, good day to you. How you doing, Arnell Richards? Good to have you here, man. I know this is a test cricket, but having 2 openers who do not score fast is just negative cricket. Yeah, a lot of persons have been saying that wide outside the off stump through to the keeper. A number of persons have been making that point that our 2 openers, none of them seems to attack the bowling. They seem to play in the same mode, and we need persons who will attack the ball. At least one person who will attack the bowling, and John Campbell may well be that man. Theodore Augustine say, you know that something is not quite right when your premier opener and captain comes to bat wearing chest and arm guard. Wow. Wow. Mahmud comes in, bowls to Hodge. He's there, bowls to Hodge. Hodge turned this into the onside, down backward of square leg. We'll have to wait and see if it came off the pad. They go through for a single. Louis on 46. Hodge is on 14. It looks to be leg by. So Hodge will keep the strike. It's the end of the over. Both Kraigg and Da Silva will be under pressure. Kraigg needs to play more cricket because he looks lost in Wonderland. Yeah, yes, but my understanding, and from what I'm hearing, it is that it appears that Kraigg Brathwaite at this time is more interested in the horse racing than the cricket. That's what I'm hearing. He sees the horse racing as a priority. Round the wicket, bowls to Hodge. Hodge is forward, played it to backward point, and there is no run. So once again, there's a silly mid off and the slip, the backward point, the extra cover and the mid off. Comes in, bowls to Hodge, and Hodge there now looking to turn that one into the onside. They got the leading edge and beat the dive of the silly mid off, and there is no run. So slip, silly mid off, backward point, extra cover, short extra cover, and mid off. Taijul bowls to Hodge, who played it to that man at short extra cover, and there is no run. And there's also a sweep on the cover boundary, so it's a 6-3 field. There's a mid on a mid wicket, and a man backward of square leg. Taijul is coming round the wicket to the West Indies number 4, Kavem Hodge. I don't know what happened there just now. I don't know, because it's the same connectivity for the television and this live stream. So I don't know why the live stream should just kicked out just like that. Dre said that Kraigg should retire with Roach, honestly speaking. Short, cut away, down to that field and the cover boundary has work to do to his left. That looks to be Taskin. They will come back for 2. Hodge will move up now to 15. It shouldn't be 16. He was on 14 and they got 2. So the score is 68 for 2 after 31 overs. It is saying that Hodge is on 15, Mikyle Lewis on 46. They only run 1? No, they run 2. Who was it that caught that ball? So envoy 0.5. So let's hear as someone from South Africa who is talking and is a more independent opinion and will reflect more independence. So envoy saying, Brathwaite, please remember, in my opinion, just doesn't capitalize on any loose ball, and it is ultimately lead to him barely rotating strike. And as we all know in Test cricket, one ball always got your name on it. That's a very, very good point. So there are 2 slips, then a gap, then another 2 slip. So it's a 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th. As Taskin bowls to Louis, who leaves that outside the off stump through to the keeper, and there is no run. So 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th. 4 slips there. I have not seen the rest of the field. I'll give it to you as soon as I should see it. I know that there should be a fine leg. That's just the nature of it. Expect there probably an extra cover and mid-off. Don't quite sure if there's a backward point with the 5th slip in. But I'm not seeing that as yet. I'll tell you as soon as I see it. So Taskin have replaced Mahmud. He's over the wicket, bowls to Louis, and Louis allows it to go through outside the half stump, no run. Elvis is saying, I don't understand. Like I said, you realize if he wasn't captain, he would have been dropped up already. But why you? I don't know. No, I don't realize that. Probably if he was not captain, he would be making more runs. Over the wicket come Taskin, bowls to Louis, who drives back to the bowler, who put down the big size 20 and stopped it, and there is no run. The score remains at 68 for 2. And that's why I wouldn't drop him as a batsman. I would need to see him playing without being the captain. Just like Joe Root, England took the captaincy away from Joe Root and he became so prolific. Well, he was prolific while as a captain, because I think that here bowls to Louis and Louis strokes it to extra cover and there is no run. I think that same year he made out over 1,700 runs, but the team was just not winning. I think so. Was it 1,700 or 1,170? Somewhere along the line there. But he has become even more prolific since they took away the captaincy from him. So I hope that Kraigg Brathwaite would not mind playing if he's not the captain. So I don't realize that if he would be dropped if he was not the captain. My position that if he's the captain, he should get a chance to play without the captaincy, even if you are removing the captaincy from him. I'm very disappointed with no professional spinners in this match. I don't understand the point. Do you care to explain more? So a good win, but Brown, it's probably just semantic, you know. It's semantic, you know. It's really how you read it. So Goodwin Brown is saying that it's not a fourth and a fifth slip, it's two gully. So it depends on how you read it. As that one is played away down towards long off, it goes very close to the boundary. It gets there now. That brings up Louis 50. So well played, Mikyle Louis. 50 from 104 deliveries. The number of deliveries doesn't matter to me. Good to see making a 50. It's the first day of a test match, and I'm sure that if he bats out the day, he will score probably another 80 runs from here. And he will end up at 130 at the end of the day. So 50 from 104 deliveries, it's really not bad for me. It's the first day of a test match. The bowlers will get tired as they come towards the end of the day, and he will be able to score some more runs. Chris Schooler said, I'm thinking about going to the second test at Savannah Park. But with this batting, it's kind of pointless. Feel like I would go to the match to sleep. Well, if I'm not going to Tampa, I should be at Savannah Park. So, once I'm in Jamaica, I'm going to go to that match at Savannah Park. So it will be interesting. I'll get a chance to meet you, Chris Schooler. So Taijul to continue, bowls to Hodge, who drives it into the man at Silva, and there is no run. Never like to see a field that's Silva, but he has on shin guard, and it hit him in the shin guard. You know, he tried to jump. Taijul bowls to Hodge, and I'll drive. It peels off the outer edge of the bat. It running down towards third man. They're gone for one. They come back for two. They'll second two. Hodge will move up to 17. The score will move up to 74 for two. Mikyle Louis is on 50. West Indies were asked to take first strike by Bangladesh, are now 74 for two. And the match is just coming back into the balance now. It's just coming back into the balance. You wouldn't want to lose a wicket at this time because it's coming back into the balance. As Taijul bowls to Hodge, who force it off the back foot to the man at extra cover, and there is no run. So Frank McCoon is saying, let me watch, is a spinner bowling, bowls to Hodge, and Hodge comes back and defend, and it goes to the man at Silva, and there is no run also. So this is his second test half century. I just hope he kicks on this occasion for a big one. Round the wicket, bowls to Hodge, down the leg side. He looks to turn it, beats the keeper, work for first slip. It running away down towards the boundary behind the keeper, and they will come back for three. Good running. Let's watch the signal, whether it's wide, whether it's by, not wide, whether it's by or he got a touch onto it. Yes, he got a touch onto it. Well played there, Kavem Hodge, just turning it away down to fine leg, and they got three. He moves up to 20, so Hodge moves up to 20. Mikyle Louis is on 50. Mikyle Louis is now on strike. West Indies 77 for two with one delivery to come in over number 33. So Louis is second half century. Let's watch. The partnership is now 52. So they've brought up the half century partnership. 52. Round the wickets come Taijul, bowls to Louis, and it turns across him and goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. The score remains at 77 for 2. 77 for 2. Lovely delivery there. That grips and it turns. There's a lot of rotation and there's bunks. Wow, wow. Warrican must not be a happy man. Yeah, well, that's it. If you're not, I don't think any of the 4 persons who are in the squad who are not playing, I don't think any of them is happy. I don't think Anderson Phillip is happy. I don't think Warrican is happy. I don't think Tevin Imlach is happy. Who am I missing? Imlach, Phillip, Warrican. Who am I missing from that 15? I don't remember. But I don't think. Yeah, you're a professional sportsman. You always want to play. Although you support your team, you still always want to play. So there's now 2 slips on a gully. Clearly a gully now. Over the wicket, bowls outside the half stump. Hodge leaves alone and it goes through to the wicket keeper. Kevin Sinclair. Thank you, Mikyle Douglas. So Kevin Sinclair. None of the 4 will be happy. Not at all. West Indies have no professional spinners in this match. Yes, Warrican should have definitely played. Brathwaite of lately is out of form, and at times it's good to give the skipper role to someone else, said Frank McCune. So no one has defended Brathwaite. Over the wicket, Taskin bowls to Hodge and he cuts it away. Down backward of point for 4. The fielder dived to his left, but had no chance. Was that a no ball? Or just the way the umpire signaled it? I think probably it's just the way the umpire signaled it. It was short outside the half stump and Hodge cut it down into the ground. It was not a catch. It dropped into the ground long before it reached backward point as it sailed away down to the boundary for 4. Hodge moves up now to 24. West Indies 81 for 2. This now 81 for 2. And as the pitch is flattening out, we are definitely scoring quicker because at lunch we were 50 for 2. That was after 23 overs. And we have added 30 runs in the next 10 overs. Over the wicket come Taskin, bowls to Hodge, leaves it alone. It goes through to the keeper and there is no run. So 23 overs before lunch, we had to score 50 runs. But the 10.3 overs after lunch, we have scored 31 runs. And that's the point I'm making. You need to bat out that first 2 hours of a test match, as run scoring will come easier throughout the day. So at this stage, they are scoring at 5 runs per over. Sorry, 10-3 is 30. My apology. But the run rate have definitely picked up. Over the wicket, bowls to Hodge, and Hodge taken on the pad. Loud appeal. That should be missing leg stump. It should also be high. 81 for 2. The score remains. They are not going to review it. Clearly, are they? No, I don't think they are going to review it. So let's... Hodge is on 24. That one was always missing. It's also high. It took him above the pad. And although the bowler Taskin, he quickly shook his head then. Yes. Never saw that originally. But in the slow motion, you saw where he shook his head. So Taskin is it over the wicket. Bowls to Hodge. 2 slip on a gully. Short, ducked underneath it. It goes through to the keeper. There is no run. The score is 81 for 2. 1 delivery to coming over number 34. So Andre Green is saying, good afternoon, Sir Brown. Good afternoon to you. I would never pay my money to watch Kraigg Brathwaite bat. Well. Well, what do you say about that? I mean, no one can have any complaint about that. It's your money and you must entitled to spend it. So I don't think anyone can say anything about that. You know, that's not even something that I can respond to because you're totally entitled to that. Over the wicket come Taskin, bowls to Hodge, wide outside the half stump, goes through to the keeper. End of over number 34, 81 for 2 West Indies. Hodge is on 24, Louis is on 50. Taskin, 8 overs, 2 for 27. He got both wicket, he got Kraigg Brathwaite leg before, just as I came off commentary. As soon as I came off commentary, and I realized that, wow, why did I come off commentary? Was that the reason? And then in his next over, Keacy Carty just popped one to mid-wicket. And that's what frustrates persons about Keacy Carty. He just got out so soft. He looks, well, he never spent enough time today to look good. But the way he got out today soft, he always get, no matter how good him look, him just get out soft. So he said, they should remove him as captain, and from the squad, he soak up too much delivery. Okay. As that one turn across, the driver flew it through to the keeper, and there is no run. Well, my position on the captaincy is quite clear, but also my position on him remaining as the opener after giving up the captaincy is quite clear. I would still keep him as the opener, at least for 5 matches. Bowls to Louis, who steer this away down towards third man. They're gone for one. They look for the second. It's not on as the return comes in. Good work from the fielder. Louis moves up to 51 from 20, 51. Hodges on 24. And why I said that, the captaincy, Brathwaite was never a fast scorer. Never. But the captaincy might just free him up a little, and he goes back to scoring at the rate that he used to score before. Because he is never a fast scorer, but he used to score a little faster than this. So I would want to give him that opportunity. So there are two slips. As Taijul bowls to Hodge, who's forward and played it to the man at cover, there is no run. So that's why I wouldn't drop him out of the playing 11. I will definitely keep him. Whether 3, 4, or 5 matches, just to give him that opportunity. Hodge off the back foot, strokes it to the fielder at the edge of the, where a 30-yard circle would be. 82 for 2. 82 for 2. Is that Durham there? Wondering about how they didn't win the match yesterday. He's back at, yes, well, it's an hour flight. As I turn away, down to the man at short fine leg, and there's no runs. Is that Durham there that we see hanging down his head? And probably still thinking about the defeat yesterday. So Stephen Russell believe that Brathwaite should not be opening. Wow. It looks like I'm the only one who believe that he should be in the team. Wow. Clipped away to mid-wicket, no run. The score remains at 82 for 2. Wow. You know, well, it seems like I am the only person that Brathwaite have no support. That I'm the only person who believes that he should still get a chance to open, even if the captaincy is taken from him. It looks like I'm the one. Nobody wants to give Brathwaite a chance at opening without have to deal with the captaincy. So we must can give him a chance, man. Give him 3 matches then. Give him 3 matches. I said 5, but since nobody agrees with me, I am the only one who is saying it. I am begging for 3 matches for him just to play without the burden of the captaincy. Will he play though? That's another thing. It's up to him. Well, if he decides not to play, we can't do anything about it. It's his decision. So it's Mehidy that comes into the attack now, the right arm off-break bowler. 50 matches, 185 wickets. Get a wicket every about 63 deliveries. That's about 10 and a half over. So not really, you would say, down in the 40s that you need to worry so much. You just need to bat him properly. He bowls to Louis, who defends. And so there's a slip, a forward short leg, and a straight mid-wicket. So he's starting out with a slip, forward short leg, and a straight mid-wicket. I'm going to check back with the poll, because here's Oran saying that time to move on from Kraigg. Forward comes Louis. And that's why the thumbnail said, as time come. It was really referring to the captain, but there's a question mark there. I did not say time has come. I put a question mark there. So there's a slip, an extra cover, and a mid-off, forward short leg straight, a straight mid on, a short straight mid on. Then there's a mid wicket as Louis turned that away through forward of square leg. They go through for a single. He moves up now to 52. The score is 83 for 2 after 35.3 overs. Remind you that Bangladesh would have won the toss and asked West Indies to bat. So it's Mehidy, the right arm off spinner, over the wicket. So I said they are moving the man from square leg, forward of square leg, and they are bringing him to here now. They are bringing him to leg slip. So there's a slip, a leg slip, a forward short leg. There is a man at a straight mid on, and then there's a mid wicket. Mehidy comes in, bowls to Hodge off the back foot, turns it away into the onside, stopped by the man at forward short leg, and there is no run. $83 for 2, West Indies. Mehidy over the wicket, bowls to Hodge forward, plays it to that man at a straight mid wicket, and there is no run. 83 for 2, session 2. So the slip, the extra cover, and the mid off, the straight mid wicket, the forward short leg, and the fine leg. Bowls to Hodge, and Hodge turns it again to the man at forward short leg. There's no run at the end of the over. 83 for 2, West Indies. Hodge is on 24. Louis is on 52. 36 overs have been bowled. Just as I was saying that they are picking up the run rate, it seems like it's slowing back down again. So Mr. Forum, how India-Australia game? 150, India made 150, Australia were 67 for 7 at the close of play. So India made 150 and Australia 67 for 7 at the close of play. So let's look at the field. It's Taijul round the wicket, bowls to Louis, who allows it to turn across him and goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. Yes, Mikyle, it was a good 50 by Louis. Yes, I agree with you. Hope that he pushed on now to 100. Round the wicket, bowls defend down the onside of the pitch, and there is no run. The score remains at 83 for 2. So let's watch now. 83 for 2. Taijul round the wicket, bowls to Louis, and Louis defends out into the offside, and there is no run. The thing about it though, Andre Green, are those players want to play, so you know we have to support those who are in the squad right now. Because we don't know if those players want to play. Because Kohli have the opportunity to pick them and he never picked them. Did he invite them to come and play and they said no? We don't know. So I don't care about those players who are not playing. Driven through the offside, well stopped by the fielder, no run. It's 83 for 2. One delivery to coming over number 37. Taijul bowls to Louis, who's on the front foot and played it to backward point. There is no run. 83 for 2 at the end of over number 37. The run rate gone down right again. I don't like this now. While I appreciate the before lunch run rate, I do not appreciate this one right now. It needs to be much faster. Well, not much faster, but it needs to be ticking over, man. It needs to be ticking over. 33 runs from 14 overs, that can't be, man. And you have scored 31 runs after the first 10. That means you only score 4 runs after last 2 runs after the last 4 overs. Miserable. When you're a captain, said Richard Johnson, with a team who is not performing, it is always a problem. So receive off the back foot goes Hodge, turn that down to the man at forward short leg, and there's no run. So I think Richard Johnson is supporting Kraigg. So I want to read this comment, but Mehidy is rushing through the over. So I'm going to make sure, try my best that it doesn't pass. Bowls to Hodge. Hodge played it to that man at short mid-wicket. I hope it doesn't pass. Really hope. As Mehidy is rushing through the over. He comes in now. Bowls to Hodge, who pulls away. Down back with a square leg. Work for the fielder coming around. Picks up, sends the returning chance. So I run out. He's out. Wow. Who ran themselves out there? Good work though. What the hell? Oh, you must run out in our test cricket. He's out. How can you get run out in a test cricket? Who was it? Damn this man. It's test cricket and you get run out. He runs out. He's out, man. That's looked to be Hodge. Just the body shape telling me that it's Hodge. He's out. Why do you think that you should come back for 2 dear sir? Jano. I can't speak. I can't speak. Jano Hodge, why you think 2 is there? So Hodge gone for 25, run out himself. West Indies 84 for 3. What a bad time to lose a wicket. Wow. So Athanaze is a new batsman. When you're a cap, the thing about Athanaze doing, Athanaze is free scoring. Once he's batting, runs is going to score. When you're a captain with a team who is not performing, it is always a problem. So relieve Kraigg of the captaincy, but still play as an opener. That's my point, Richard Johnson. I'd definitely give him 3 match. His batting is getting worse and he's not improving, said Orandes. Yes, that was a bad decision. So Alban Arn is saying, good afternoon, Mr. Brown. Welcome to the live chat. I like listening to your commentary. Thank you. Welcome. I appreciate you being here, Alban Arn. He gifted his wicket, said Mikyle Douglas. Boring cricket. That is why I love limited over cricket, said Steve Russell. And so, yes, run rate need an uptick, yes. Athanaze flashes outside the half stump and it goes through to the keeper and there is no run. As I said, Athanaze, one thing though, when he's batting, he's a free scoring batsman. Let's watch now as Mehidy comes in, bowls to Athanaze, who's onto the front foot and blocks it out to the man at cover, and there is no run. Brilliant work from the keeper, and Hodge was always going to be short. 2 wasn't there. Once the fielder picked up, 2 was not there. Mehidy comes in, bowls to Athanaze, and Athanaze guide this down to backward point. There is no run. 84 for 3 at the end of over number 38. Blessings. Blessed afternoon, my brethren. Yes, Fleming. 38 balls for 4 runs. Not good for a test cricket by the captain. Wow. Alban Arn said, like he forget, it's not a 20 overs. Yes, man. You don't get run out in test cricket, man. You don't get run out in test cricket at all. Andre Green is saying, Athanaze is a good player. Well, thank you for your opinion. I appreciate it. Welcome. Thank you. Taijul bowls to Louis, who allows it to turn across him and goes through to the keeper. No run. So, Alban, yeah, man, big up yourself and how you're doing in the British Virgin Island. Good work there by was that Taskin? As Louis yorked himself there, he dug it out, 84 for 3. As Taijul fired in that one. So Alban, big up from Big up. And the thing about it, if he ran the first one as hard as he ran the second one, he would not have been run out. Unprofessional. Absolutely unprofessional. And he was, Shamar. Big up yourself, Alban Hodge. You know, we British Virgin Island. Round the wicket, bowls to Louis, who drives. Beat the dive of the man at backward point, but will be backed up by the field that cover. They got a singer. The score goes up by 1 to 85 for 3. 85 for 3 after 38.4 overs. So they have bowled. This is the 16th over in the session. And the West Indies have added 35 runs and have lost a wicket. 85 for 3. So you know, persons like Truth Set You Free and Dre, you guys know that I'm not going to talk about any players that are not in the squad today. You know, I'm only talking about players that are in the squad. Yes, we need a big partnership from Louis and Athanaze, said David Jackson. Over the wicket, Taijul bowls to Athanaze, who comes forward and blocked it. It take it off the bat onto the pad, and there is no run. So, one delivery to come in over number 39. So there's a slip, a forward shot leg, a leg slip, backward point, mid-off, straight mid-wicket. So those are the fielders I'm seeing. As 3 men under the bat, plus the keeper, slip, leg slip, and forward short leg as that one turn into him. He looks to turn it into the onside, taken on the pad, and that's it. So after 39 overs, that one came in, just looking at the replay. So 16 overs have been bowled in this session. West Indies losing 1 wicket. So it's the drinks break. And as I said from this morning, thank you all. I'll be back for the final hour. As I will be back at 3 o'clock Jamaica time when they come back from 1 hour after they come back from tea. That session may be a hour and a half session. So I did a hour this morning. I done a hour right now, and I'll do a hour and a half to close out the day's play. Thank you all for tuning in. It's a pleasure, and see you in a bit.